I represent Mr. McCullough, and Miss
Okay.
Mott, unfortunately, does not appear. May I shed some light to the situation, Judge?
Sure.
So the respondent, Miss Mott, lives in Missouri. Last I heard. So, we've been trying to get her served. This has been an ongoing issue with this case. I sent service via certified mail. Um, on February 2nd, which would be 4 days after the notice of hearing was filed. Um, that uh, I do apologize. I lost my receipt because usually I don't have a problem with certified mail. Um, but it never got delivered and I never got a green card back, is what I'm assuming. I don't know if it got lost in the mail or what exactly happened. Um, but I don't think she ever got served. So I'd be requesting a continuance to try to get sheriff service on this matter. Miss Mott knows that these proceedings are going on, and she has refused to um, waive service on the child custody matter. As you know, there's a PFA in place between the two parties. Um, so that's kind of where we're at on this case, Judge.
All right. This is Greenwood County District Court Case 2024 DM 53. But he was seeking a ex parte emergency order.
I believe it was granted by Judge Webster.
Okay.
Prior.
The disconnect
Our
is she handled this matter for me previously.
Yes.
So, and she handled the PFA, I believe.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I understood. And then so we're waiting for a service of process so we can go ahead and have a full-on custody battle, for lack of a better term.
Well, does he have physical custody of the child?
Yes, Your Honor.
And she hasn't been seeing the child?
No, there's been a no contact in which the child was a victim in a criminal incident up in Lyon County.
Okay. So that's what I need to find here is the protection order, which I'm not sure if I have it. So you're telling me that the protection order includes the child?
The PFA does not include the child, but there is a no contact order in a criminal case in Lyon County, where the child was a witness to the incident. But that's, according to my client, that might be going away here.
Okay. But
towards the end of the month.
What I'm trying to figure out is, okay, so on November 26th, Judge Webster granted an emergency order that gave custody to your client in Eureka, although they awarded legal joint custody, gave physical custody, and the mother was ordered not to have any parenting time until further order of the court.
Correct, Your Honor. That's my understanding.
Now, a hearing was scheduled, though, for December the 5th at 2:30 in front of Judge Webster. So what happened then?
We decided we would reserve the child custody argument until we got in front of you, and we went ahead and had a PFA hearing, and the PFA was granted, but only for no contact between Mr. McCullough and Miss Mock. There was no PFA in place between the juvenile and Miss Mock.
Okay, I see here 12/5/25. Oh. See, I don't let people continue to litigate custody in PFA cases. So I don't know if there's a separate PFA, but oh yeah, the PFA is 52, 24 DM 52. Is that right?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. So this is the paternity 53. Okay, good. So 12-5-24 says petitioner in person. Respondent was with Mary Ann Shirley. So she was represented by Mary Ann Shirley.
Yes, Judge.
But
They're kind of, I'll be honest with you, they're kind of playing a game with us on this one there.
Okay.
So my client had previously served Mary Ann Shirley, thinking she was representing him or representing Miss Mott. But due to her only being retained and entering an appearance on the PFA,
Right.
that service was invalid.
Okay. So the notes here say PFA final hearing. Mary Ann Shirley says home is KCMO for past 2.5 years per UCCJ EA. They will properly file action there and argue that 2014 DM 53 should be dismissed. They just learned of the 53 case. There hasn't been service, but to your knowledge, Mr. McCullough, have you ever been served with paperwork in any Missouri court that they took jurisdiction of the child?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. And it hasn't been quite 6 months that she's been in your full custody?
No, Your Honor, be a little over 5.
Okay.
Judge, the filing date of that Lyon County case is November 25th of 2024. I do have it pulled up if you want anything out of it.
Okay. All right, so then on 12-13, hearing on various motions, Mary Ann, no service, mock claims, will argue when given legal notice, continue for hearing before Judge Satterfield, date to be set and legal notice given. Paternity hearing scheduled by request of Attorney McClendon. Hearing set 3/13 of 25. Well, I suppose if she never got service of the original paternity case, she does need service on that. I was thinking that you were trying to get her service on this emergency, on the hearing today, on the emergency custody order. But the emergency custody order's already been issued. Then it becomes incumbent upon the person against whom the emergency order has been filed to seek an immediate hearing, which they're entitled to within 14 days on an ex parte emergency order. So my point would be, had she originally been served, had he gotten a change of custody based on an ex parte order, then in order for any further custody hearing to be held, she would have to request a hearing to litigate that emergency order and for any additional custody orders by the court. But if she never originally got service of the paternity case at all, normally that's odd, because normally mothers file paternity cases, but not always. And generally we never have problem with service. But unfortunately in this case there is. If she never got original service of 24 DM 53, then yes, you need to try to obtain service. I think what it's going to take, I don't think Ms. Mott can just disappear.
I understand that.
Too much going on. And so I think what it's going to take, Mr. McCullough, is you're going to have to pay for a private investigator or special process server to get her served. And in that, you should not only serve her with the paternity, but the custody order of the current custody order of the court.
And Judge, I'm just looking here on eFlex. I don't see. Oh, okay. I see it there. It is filed on 11/26, and an emergency temporary order was filed. Am I seeing that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some judges do interlocutory orders on paternity cases. Some do, but most that do whatever's de facto. This was kind of a combination of both. I'm fine with the current custody orders. But I do think that you need to serve her with the original suit and with the emergency custody paperwork. And then if she doesn't respond and request a hearing on the emergency orders or on the custody orders within an appropriate period of time, either 14 days or the 21 days that she has to answer, then I'll just adopt a final order of custody in the paternity case and assess child support.
Okay, Judge.
Okay, does that work? So yeah.
Yeah, we'll work on that. And I do apologize. I was retained on, I believe,
Yeah, you were
December
being
5th, which was
optimistic.
late in the game on this.
Well, you were being optimistic that you could get service by mail, and it just didn't work out. So I don't know if you want to have another hearing date or just get her served and let the answer period elapse.
Over 21 days.
We'll notify you if she contacts us for anything.
Okay, I think we'll go ahead and go with that route, Judge, and we'll try to find a process server up in the Kansas City area to work with, hopefully.
Okay. Mr. McCullough, I do appreciate you continuing to pursue this because you do want to always have lawful custody orders. And you really do need some final orders, not emergency or temporary orders. You really need final orders of custody. So as much as frustrating as this has been, I'm sure, I do appreciate you continuing to pursue it because I do think it's necessary. All right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. All right. If you need anything from me or another hearing date, just let us know, okay?
Will do. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.